Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm up at a regular time, a normal time. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. I haven't been up long enough. All right, kiddies, we get it. Morning, Chris. Just doing a little bit of work here. All right. This is what I was doing. Well, wrong thing. Wrong button. There you go. Put a little news ticker down there. All right. Remind people to share the video. All right, welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host today. Chris, you must be making some progress because you have good morning with an emoticon there. So you must kind of know what you're doing. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. So it's starting back up again. Well, not back up again, but I've been seeing it more often. They have a new slew of body brokers out there. They got themselves some new ones. So, but no, I just find it odd when I see, and I don't know this gentleman. I just saw it on TikTok, and he's like, I manage a sober. I've been managing a sober living for a couple of months now, and people always ask me. No, they don't. No, they don't. I don't care what the next line is. No, they don't. That's so salesy. No, they don't. His thing was is sober living. People always ask me, is sober living detrimental to my sobriety? No, they don't. No, they don't. This is what they do. Do you have any space? I need a spot. I need it now. I'm desperate. That's how it works. We alcoholics and addicts, we don't think of those questions when we're going through this. We really don't. Some of us maybe. And if so, it's going to be the women that this crosses in mind, because let's be honest, they're more astute when it comes to things like that than men are, right? So whenever somebody, especially in recovery, says, people always ask me, lie, it's a lie. Yeah, sober living is sobriety in a sense. Yes, you got to be sober while living there, right? But is sober living, will it help you? It depends on your situation. It really does. Can you work? Can you pay $900 a month? Those are actually the first questions you need to be able to ask yourself, because if you can't pay the rent, the rest of it doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. All right, let's get on to the topic. I know I said Big Book page 90 something, but I'm also going to read out of Well, yeah, page 96. All right, so page 96. Did I mention what page we're on? Yeah. It's good you can't afford Jack or Jim. Bad joke. Bad joke. I'm with you. I'll have any money either. I'm broke. I went to my wallet and the $20 that was in there is not there anymore. So I don't know where it went. I must have given it back to my wife or something. I don't know where it went. All right. So we're in the chapter Working with Others on page 92. I had to say it again. The fuck's that? Oh. That was a notification from somebody who likes to put stuff on my calendar. Who would that be, Gary? Page 96. Not 93. I'm telling you. Not even on the right page. Now I'm on page 96. I even said it 50 million times and I was still wrong. Isn't that funny? Okay. So we're in Working with Others. So it's going to be, that we're talking about working with others. So do not be discouraged if your prospect does not respond at once. Search out another alcoholic and try again. You are sure to find someone desperate enough to accept with eagerness what you have to offer. Oh, that sounds... I just don't... I mean, I get it, but I don't like the verbiage. I'm going to switch this around a little. Search out another alcoholic and try again. You are sure to find someone desperate enough to accept with eagerness what you have to offer. We find it a waste of time to keep chasing a man who cannot or will not work with you. Okay. And I agree with that. I do. But I probably tend to give newcomers a little bit more of a chance than other people. I do. I'm kind of a codependent. I am. I'm kind of a codependent. And here's the thing. Especially when they are a hopeless case, sometimes going back the second time because you didn't give up on them is what gets them. They were playing a little fucking game. Okay, but if I have to play that game, this thing has a hole in it. Darn it. It's one of my favorite shirts. This is Batman. See, even the stuff that I can't afford or that I do have is meh. I got 5 other Batman shirts, but they don't look like this one. And none of them look this good on me. So plenty of people that want what AA offers. Yes, there is. And you're right, Chris. Right? I mean, really, we are coming back around to finding sponsee. I'm not going to talk about it today, though. All right? To spend too much time. So for me, I tend to spend a little bit more time. Okay? But what I don't ask that we do is that we don't determine other people's willingness. Don't do that. I'm going to get a quick drink of water because I'm parched. Okay? Because no human being is a waste of my time. I can't believe that. I've been through too much stuff. I've experienced too many things for me not to be able to try and help that person, whether they are alcoholic or not. It does not matter to me. I don't see it that way. All right. Priorities, if I have to help it, if there's an alcoholic first and I help the alcoholic first, it's what I do. God can make anyone, but yeah. But does he? Fuck yeah, he does. Okay. I'm not even gonna, yeah, he does. He got my ass here. See, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But you can shove his head in there and make him wish he did. And I think God does that to us sometimes. When he's like, hello, I've been trying to get your attention. I think he does that. He'll put us at the brink of death and bring us back just to get our attention. Some are blind. Okay. But that's okay. We're not talking about, well, we are talking about the blind ones. Talk about all of them. Because why? Because, but for the grace of God, go I. This is me that they're talking about. Okay. It's me. And I always have to remember that. I'm the person that needs to be convinced that I can't recover by myself. I'm that type of person. Right now, if somebody tried to give me another mental illness, I'm telling you, I would deny it intentionally because I don't want it. Tired of it. To spend, if you leave such a person alone, he may soon be convinced that he cannot recover by himself. And that's the key. See, I can't continue bugging those people because then they're going to become dependent on me. And they need to be reaching out to somebody else, not me reaching out to them. I already met them where they're at. The ball's in their court. And there's not much I can do about it. So I'm going to have to wait. In the meantime, don't sit around twiddle your thumbs. Go find somebody else to help. One of our fellowship failed entirely with his first half a dozen prospects. He often says that if he had continued to work on them, he might have deprived many others who have since recovered of their chance. Right? And sometimes I have sponsees that want to screw around. As sponsee last week, he almost got fired and he knew it. Because he wasn't being consistent with me. And I told him a few weeks ago, I said, hey man, you either set a time with me or move on. Like everybody else, set a time with me and stick to it. We need consistency. Yes, I know we're almost through the 12 steps, but we've just gotten started, bud. Just gotten started. Last week, no call, no show. Ooh, Dion is not big on no call, no shows. And I said, no call, no show. Are you serious about this or not? Because I got to know. I love the kid, but I had to put my foot up his butt a little bit. Right. That was the part. It goes on to another topic. So, our chief responsibility to the newcomer is an adequate presentation of the program. If he does nothing or argues, we do nothing but maintain our own sobriety. If he starts to move ahead, even a little with an open mind, we then break our necks to help in every way we can. I am not going to break my neck doing it. No. No. I was taught something when I was a drug and alcohol counselor at the age of 20. Do not work harder than the client. Do not work harder than the client. Okay? Don't work harder than your sponsee. Aside from that, you can't work on their program. I'm not going to break my neck. No. I'll take your phone calls, but if it's going to affect my recovery, no. No. Welcome. So I don't always agree with the way that he puts it. I love Bill W., but I have a different opinion. And just know it's my opinion, and that's it. Okay. We can still be friends, right? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and read out of A Day at a Time, which was originally it's for today's date. Oh, so tomorrow is my original sobriety date. When I had 12 years of sobriety. It is also my anniversary date with my wife. We did that for a couple reasons. One, it's a meaningful day to us both. And two, so I could remember when it was. I'm not kidding. It's one of the reasons. Okay. In a month, I'll have 7 years. In a month. Still got 30 of those days to go through, don't I? All right. Doesn't mean I'm not getting a little. I go through it too. It's that human being thing again. There have been days during my recovery when just about everything seemed bleak and even hopeless. I allowed myself to become depressed and angry. I see now that it doesn't matter what I think, and it doesn't matter how I feel. This I agree with. It's what I do that counts. It's what I do that counts. Action. Action. Thank you, Chris. 7 years is a long time. 19 combined, but 7's good. Man. It's what I do that counts. So when I become anxious or upset, I try to get into action by going to meetings, participating and working with others in the program. If God seems far away, who moved? Me. Me. I'm the one that moved. Right? So I try to get into action. Go to meetings. 19 is a lot longer, but it doesn't feel right claiming it. Right? Like it's 19 years of total sobriety. Does it count? Yeah, you bet your butt it does. If my drinking, even if my drinking came in little spots, it still counts. So does my sobriety. Now, I don't claim the number. I don't. But I do claim the progress. Because I made progress in those 12 years. And I got it back. Okay, a friend of mine, Terry. Remember Terry, Chris? One that moved to Alaska or Montana or whatever. Ronnie's brother. Yeah, him. He told me before he moved, Dion, you did not lose your 12 years of sobriety, but you're going to have to work your butt off to get them back. Okay. And he was right. It came in the form of PTSD. And I would have to work through that before I got it back. And it happened. It happened several months ago. One day I was like, okay, I'm feeling feelings, but these feelings feel familiar to me. It was my 12 years. Yeah, that jerk went and moved on us. I miss him. I ran into Ronnie once when I was drinking. She actually served me Jaeger bombs. I asked her, does that feel weird? She's like, no. There you go. What she didn't know is I was there buying a lot of weed. That was a fucked up day. Oh my God, that whole day just flashed. Okay. May not be immobilized by sadness or anger to the point of despair. That's where I used to get to despair. And it sucks. I become immobilized. I can't do anything. Can't do anything. Yeah, she was pretty. She was also a 13th stepper. Oh, she was. She was always hitting on the boys. Then she got together with Jeff. He had like 3 months and she was pregnant. 13th stepping. All right. She doesn't go to meetings anymore. She doesn't need them. That's the last I heard. But she's also one of those people where she found something else besides AA and is probably doing great in her life. She's just one of those people. She is. And she was. She was very pretty inside and out. She was a good person. We all make mistakes. Okay. And Jeff is a pretty cool guy. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he was a pretty cool dude. All right. May not be immobilized by sadness or anger to the point of despair. May I look for the roots of despair in my tangle of emotions, sort out the tangle, pull out the culprit feelings, acknowledge that they belong to me. So, what is that? That's awareness and acceptance. Number one, it's coming into awareness that number one, it's going on. It is happening. Right? This is where it's usually best to reach out and talk to somebody. Talk to your sponsor. Talk to somebody that's been through it, not somebody else going through it. Otherwise, you're just going to have a mutual admiration society about how bad you both feel. For the love of God, just get a therapist. Therapists are great for these emotions. They're great for unpacking because you don't have to watch what you say. You can say anything. Okay. If your therapist, oh, I'm offended. You need a new therapist. Okay. I can tell you now, my therapist does not get offended. She would have dropped me a while ago. Okay. Only then can I get into gear. Remember when I said I felt immobilized when I'm like that? I can't move. And that's what they're talking about there. That's the point when I need to reach out to somebody. I do. And say, I'm going through this. Or you can even go to a meeting. And what we do, this is what it's called telling on yourself. Somebody did it yesterday in a meeting. It works very great because if you go to a meeting and say, I'm feeling this way and I'm trying to take responsibility for it, it'll automatically happen. It takes away the power when you tell on it to a group of people because now a group of people know and it's no longer a secret. Okay. Now that doesn't mean go and dump on the group or do your best not to. I can't say that I've never done that. I just can't. I'm getting a little more lax in my old age. I've noticed that in like the last like 3 weeks. I've let go of a lot of stuff. Um, Yesterday, yeah, and I've really been thinking about this. Does Dion need to fight the good fight? No, no. I did my part. I did my part. I did what I could, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm doing my stuff. It's all I focus on now. Are the bullies still out there? Sure. Are they doing what they do? Yeah. So what? I don't, you know, um, not that it didn't matter. It did matter. All of it mattered. It still matters. But I gotta take care of myself. And it's at a point where it's really affected, where it was getting to a point where it was really affecting me. And I just, I'm bringing on other people that have had the same kind of um they've had the same kind of they went through it too. And so when we talk about these people, I'm like, we didn't know we're spending too much time talking about these people. We need to move on. Because my new partner in crime, we rock, man. Stacy's awesome. Yeah. We've already helped a bunch of people, and I can talk about it. It's just what we do, man. All right. May I learn to make use of energy generated by anger to strengthen my will and achieve my goals. Today, I'll remember to sort out my feelings. Okay? Got to sort them out. Right? Unpack them. However you want to say it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it, man. Just do it. Do it. All right. That's going to be it for today. Well, for this one. For this one. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Gary, Chris. Yeah. Now I'm done with this. I'm gonna go over and help Chris here. Give me a little bit, Chris, and I'll send you a text before I leave. So it'll take me probably, I don't know, 45 minutes to get there. Thinking. I don't know. Depends on how fast I feel like driving. For as broke as I am, I have a really nice car. I still don't know how that happened. I find it funny. But it is nice to drive, man. It's got heated seats. It's got all these little buttons. Too many buttons. Several are red, and I want to push them. I got the address memorized. I know exactly where you are. Right behind the Wendy's. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out, and have a day.